Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Everybody welcome. And many of you know that today's program name is Build Your Super Immune System through Chakras, Bhagavad Gita and meditation. And I'm Satya Kalra, your host. And some of the people are new here. So I'm just going to give you a little brief that I have many books here. And mainly today the program is based, of course, the Bhagavad Gita, my question and God's answer, which has been used in UC Berkeley and many other universities in the classes of undergraduate for course of ethics. Then I have another book which I'm using it as Ultimate Happiness through Chakras, Health and Happiness. And many of you know, I have been teaching this more than now almost 30 years with the blessing of Swami Hariharji Maharaj. And I've been very much deeply involved with the businesses, founding, co-founders, founders. But my main mission is I bridge the science, spirituality, connect body, mind, and soul, and use all of my experiences from all the gurus, books, through meditations, I do the counseling, so people ask questions based on that. So it's a combination of many, many things in my teachings. It's not just the one part. But the goal of this teaching is mainly self-transformation. And our study group is called actually self-transformation or Anandam group. Anandam means experience the Anandam through self-transformation. And from Vishad to Prasad, we all get into the situation of Vishad and how to convert Vishad into Prasad by practicing the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. So we all together are here for beautiful, blissful journey going within ourselves to enhance the quality of our life, day-to-day life, solve our problems, and still stay on our dharma and experience the ultimate Anandam, eternal happiness, peace. And as Hariharji Maharaj always said, the Gita is an answer to all those seeking enlightenment on the various problems of life. And today's agenda is 1 hour program and about 5 minutes talk. I will keep it to 30 minutes today because the meditation will be 15 minutes today. And that will be guided meditation. And then I leave it for the question and answers as well at the end. So Gita is an instruction manual for our daily life, step-by-step instruction manual. Here I put a steps here, so step by steps. And why it says verse Gita 6:24-25, it's a Shanai Shanai Uttar Med. It's gradually, slowly by slowly, it transforms us. So why, or the need or the goal of every human being, we all know that no matter at what level one is, every human being wants to be happy. And the beauty of that is it is free because we are made, our DNA is made with Sat Chit Ananda. We are love, we are peace, we are all divine. Example is like water. Water is always cold. No matter how much you boil it, no matter how much it goes to steam and becomes the clouds, eventually it comes back into the form of water again. So water's original format or another original nature is calmness. Similarly, our true nature is Sat Chit Ananda. So we should always keep in mind, we are Sat Chit Ananda. And we all want to live in the happy, blissful state. But what is this everlasting or eternal happiness? The happiness which never changes, which does not lose your smile. I always focus on the smile. Many undesirable situations come in life, but our true nature is DNA, Sat Chit Ananda. So that's, if we stay in that Sat Chit Ananda state, does not matter whether our children call or they don't call, whether somebody visits or not, whether somebody does according to our wishes or not. We are still indifferent. It does not affect us. That's what the everlasting happiness is. So sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are not happy. Sometimes we are peaceful, sometimes we are up and down. You can see it up and down. So Gita teaches us how to attain your eternal happiness. And this is a summary of Gita, which takes one Jeev Atma to transforms Jeev Atma to Dharmatma by doing their duties and then letting go makes them Mahatma, the pure souls, and then they unite with Paramatma. Similarly, physical body, Jeev Atma, and mind combine together, travel together through spiritual path, and then they connect. So body, mind, soul gets connected. Tamsik, Rajik, Satvik. We go from Tamsik, Rajik, Satvik, and ultimately become Gunatit, and we feel ultimately union with God, which is the yoga. And here are beautiful 7 steps process to eliminate our 7+2 enemies, which I always talked about. Verse 2, chapter 2, 64, 65, 60, it is 62 and 63 verse. So this is all. Usually Vishad is where we are upset, fearful, worries, stressful, full of some diseases, physical problem, mental problems. That's what the Vishad means. And from Vishad to Prasad through these steps. And today we are going to combine, along with the Bhagavad Gita's teachings, we are going to combine the chakras. And you will see here, these chakras are in different locations. And this book was released by Shri Ravi Shankar ji in Boone, in Atlanta, in one of the yoga conference with the CD. And most of the teachings are taken from that book, which is based on the science. So what are chakras? 7 wonders of consciousness. And chakras are our invisible energy centers, sources. These are the gateways to our energy level, or it determines our energy level. And they're located in a very important part of the body: head, heart, endocrine system. And organs near to chakras are very much affected by the energy of the chakras. And actually, these are also called the spiritual psychic centers. But I call it as a wireless connection to mind and consciousness. And they should be always in motion. If they are not in motion, then we are in commotion. Our total well-being, physical, emotional, spiritual, all depends on the chakras. And there are 7 chakras. All these chakras have a different names and different grounding there. So we will talk about that. But basically, these are the, actually there are more than hundreds of chakras in our body, inside, outside, external, internal. But mainly there are 7 chakras which we are focusing here. And I want to show you the energy, how the energy flows. This is also known as Kundalini Shakti. And the energy flows from the Kundalini Shakti from the bottom of the spine all the way to the top of the head. And our life depends on that energy. So you can see we have the Nadi system in our body, invisible Nadi system. Now, I'm not talking about the nervous system, I'm talking about the invisible. And all these chakras or energy flows in every part of our body, which I had shown it previously in a couple of places, how this energy, it is called cosmic energy, also how it flows. So here is the Kundalini Shakti. Many people ask, what is the difference between Kundalini Shakti or Anandamayi Shakti, or the aura we create by reciting the Om mantra. But here is the more defined way is there. There are Sushumna Nadi, there is a Pingla Nadi, right? You can see it, and they're supposed to be balanced. And then this is the Kundalini Shakti, which is adjacent to our spinal cord. And these are the 7 chakras. We will talk about it further on that one. But basically, energy. We are made with matter and energy. I don't know how many people have taken in physics, but in physics, there is always a formula. C equals MC energy. C means current, and we call it as a Ohm current equals MC2 with matter and energy. Matter means body, energy means Jivatma or Shakti. So whatever our part of the body are, they're all operated by this Shakti. We cannot see unless we have the current going in our eyes, that energy is going in our eyes. We cannot even move our hand unless the energy is flowing in our hands. So what these chakras must be balanced. If these chakras are and the energy is not balanced, then we get into commotion. But what makes imbalance the energy of chakras? The same thing, as I explained there in Bhagavad Gita, it says Vishad. In our day-to-day life, it says the negative emotions is stress, fear, worry, anxiety, anger, greed, guilt, hatred, jealousy, attachments, selfish desires, impatience, which all release the toxins in our body. If you think about Arjuna, he could not fight anymore because his body he got so nervous, so worried, so disheartened that he could not stand anymore. And if you look at from the scientific point of view, his body was filled with toxins. He was flooded. His body was shivering. And in Bhagavad Gita, it says beautifully the verse 60, as I said, verse 262, 63. Dhyayato Vishyan Punsa, Sangas Teshu Upjayate, Sangas Sanjayate Kama, Kama Krodho Vijayate, Krodha Bhavati Sammoha, Sammoha Smriti Vibhrama, Smriti Vibranchad Buddhi Nasho, Buddhi Nasha Pranshati, which means whatever we think, it gives the birth to desire. And the desire is fulfilled, we want more greed. If it is not fulfilled, we get very upset, very angry, very jealous. If somebody else's desire got fulfilled and our did not, all these jealousies, resentments, anger clouds our wisdom. In Bhagavad Gita, it says that wisdom is what? Our self-knowledge, Gyan, it just covers it. It totally gets into us into tamasic level with the total darkness. We cannot see through it. And that's what the buddhi nasha. So krodh, we all have experience when we are angry, our system is so flooded with all these toxins, endocrine system gets very activated, and the cortisol is there, and we just can't think straight anymore. And that's Bhagavad Gita. So now, what are those physical limitations in the body? And number one thing is endocrine system, hormonal system, because all this endocrines, all these thymus and all these glands, endocrine glands are superimposed. They're all located adjacent to our chakras. So I will show you the relationship of this. Okay. Now look at that. This is the chakras. These are the 7 chakras located in different locations. And now you superimpose this endocrine system. All these are adjacent to right there on the superimposing on our chakras. And if they're not balanced, they cause the problems. See here, digestive system. These chakras, you can see it, how they are superimposing our digestive system. So if they are imbalanced, our digestive system is affected. And all these. So we are going to go into the each chakra now. Let me see if I can. Okay. This is a Muladhara chakra, very first chakra, which is situated, it says, base of the spine. This is a seat of Kundalini Shakti. The energy is earth, and it is also called the master of this gland is Ganesha. And if you see everything, according to our Shastras, it says we should do the worship of Ganesha very first thing before we do any other worship. And this is also Kundalini Shakti. He's the master of Kundalini Shakti. So there is a big relationship of Ganesha. Why we do the first puja of the Ganesha? And because we sit on the ground, Ganesha ji also sits on the ground. So there is so much relationship with, and Kundalini Shakti sits there. But let me show you here. Somehow it's not moving, energy is not showing the moving, but it should be moving. And it has the 4 petals, lotus petals. But if the energy is not flowing there, then we have a problem in that area of the body, like colon, legs, lower back, pain, fear, and we feel very insecure. But if the energy is flowing well, then we do not have any constipation problems. We feel very secure and we are self-aware and we have more faith. Like Arjuna, also, he had a faith. Very first thing he says, Shishyasteham Shadi Mam Tam Prapanyam. Tell me, because he totally had a faith in Lord Krishna at that time. And this chakra, since it is located near to the colon and all that and lower part, it is also known as Tamasic chakra. And people whose chakra is imbalanced, then they're more I-ness and minus, me, and mine. These are the effect of those chakras. So the next chakra is the Svadhisthana chakra, which is right 2.5 inches above our lower part of the body, between the navel and the lower part, the first chakra. And this is called the seat of creativity, pleasure. And the element is Brahma. See, now look at how the relationship is. Svadhisthana, it is also in charge of the creative energy, and Brahma, who is in charge or who has created the Srishti, this whole nature, known as creating the nature. Also, he's the master of that chakra. And also the water element. So if we do not have enough water or dehydrated, our chakra gets very much affected. And when it is affected, this part, since it is located in that part, it disorders our bladder, our kidneys, our urinary tracts, our infertility, relationship, emotion issues. But when it is in motion, it is balanced, then it gives you self-satisfaction. And Gita, it says beautifully, there. Santushta Satatam Yogi, Yatatman Drilnichar, Mayer Pit Mano Buddhi, Yomad Bhakta Samepriya. Lord Krishna says, the people who are self-satisfied, they are very dear to me. And this chakra, balancing this chakra, gives us the self-satisfaction. And that this is where the unhappiness to happiness starts, from awareness to happiness. And then the next chakra, which is the Manipura chakra, which is also called solar plexus, which gives a lot of heat, which is right around our navel area. And this is where the willpower, fire in the belly, people call fire in the belly, and the symbol of that, or the element for this chakra, is also fire. And Vishnu is the master of it, and it is nearby our pancreas gland, adrenal glands. And if it is disordered, it is not in moving, energy is not flowing properly in this chakra, then we have a problem with our digestive system, ulcer, kidney, lungs, diabetes, nervous system, resentment. All these are the physical and level and the emotional level. But when it is balanced, then our willpower, our courage, this is where I call fire in the belly, it comes, and steadfastness, self-determination. But this chakra also, we have to be very careful with this chakra, because it is, if it is overactive, there are too many desires. And Bhagavad Gita, it says beautifully in chapter 2, verse 55. And it says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan manogatan atnev atna tushta sthit pragasya do uchate. Our desires disturb our sthit pragya, our equanimity. So we have to balance this chakra, and we have to have a desires in control. And this is a chakra which also gives us more self-confidence when we have a doubts. Like again, I refer to Bhagavad Gita. And in Bhagavad Gita, yesterday they talked about in chapter 4, verse 38, 39, the Sanche Atma Pranshati. Any people who are in doubts, or the doubts takes us to disaster. Therefore, this chakra, balancing this chakra, is very, very important. And then the next chakra, Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. And it has the 12 petals, green color. But look at this. This chakra has the 12 petals. And in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12 is a Bhakti Yoga. And heart is the symbol of love. See what a synergy here is. And it is located in the center of the chest. I'm not talking about here the physical heart, which is located on the left side, though it affects, because it is located right there, so energy is affected there. And if it is disorder, heart, lung, high blood pressure, stress and resentment, all is there. But when it is balanced, we are full with love and compassion. And when I say full in love and compassion, as it says, again, my favorite one, प्रेम जब अनंत हो गया तो रोम रोम संत हो गया, देवालय हो गया बदन, हृदय तो महंत हो गया. Prem, when you feel the love in your heart, then all the resentments are dissolved. And in Gita, again, it's chapter 15, verse 15, beautifully. Hariharji Maharaj's favorite verse. He always asks us to recite that, because that helps us to fill our heart with love and also forgiveness, because heart is the one which holds the resentment, all the complaints and everything. Of course, it's in our mind, but it affects our heart. It gives us our heartburns. And that's why Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hirday sanne vishto, matta smritir gyan mapohanam cha, vedyascha sarvairah meva vedo, vedanta kratya ved videvicha. In this verse, it says, Hirday, I stay in everybody's heart. Ishwar Sarva Bhutanam Hirdes Arjun Tishtati. He says again in chapter 18 to Arjuna that I am situated in the heart of everybody. And by focusing on me, I dissolve all of their resentments. I give them the power of forgiveness, and they forget everything, all the resentments. So this is called the seat of self-love. So this chakra takes you from resentment to love to sattvic level. And then the Vishuddhi chakra, which is the seat of divine voice. Fifth chakra, this is called the fifth chakra, which is also the sound is the dominating element of that. And it is, actually, I should take one more thing here. In the heart chakra, it is our thymus gland is right situated behind this chakra. If this chakra is imbalanced, our immune system is very weak. That's why they suggest many times that go and play with children, go and play with pets, go and play where you are just filling yourself with love and compassion. Read Bhagavad Gita, do Om Mantra, because this is the place where the immune system could be disturbed. And this chakra, the throat chakra, where it's the thyroid glands, metabolic system. And if it is disorder, it is a poor communication and depression, pain in the shoulders and neck. But if it is balanced, one can do the beautiful self-explanation. And in Bhagavad Gita, again, there is a beautiful verse, chapter 17, 14. Anudvekaram vakyam satyam parhitam cha. Speak the truth. Swadhyaya bhyasnam, Vanamayi tapuchyate. That is called the tap of Vani. And this is where how we can practice. Again, with the sound of Om, we can practice that. And honesty, positive attitude. And when chakra is fully healthy, balanced, cleansed, one loses the capability to lies. And they cannot speak the lies anymore. They speak the truth. And this is also is dominated by the sattvic. And the next chakra, this is the divine of vision, wisdom. This is where Lord Krishna gave the Divya Shakti, Divya Jyoti to Arjuna to see his divine form, because he says you cannot see it with your naked eyes. This is the chakra, and it's not that Lord Krishna has given to Arjuna. We all have that, which is called Bindu chakras, third eye chakra. We all get those visions. And that's why it is also called third eye chakra, and it is located right in between the two eyebrows where we put our bindi. And it is the sign of light, Shiva. And here the pineal gland, which is responsible for the rhythm in our body, is affected by the function of this chakra. So that's why it is very, very important to have this chakra balanced. But if it is disorder and if it is imbalanced, then the learning disability, insomnia, sleeping at night, our vision problem, our focus problem, all appears. In fact, our eyesight is also affected with that. But if it is in order, then it says vision, focus. And again, I refer back to Bhagavad Gita. It says so beautifully in Bhagavad Gita. And actually, one of the person Sadhana ji talked about this verse. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mam pashyati. The one who sees godliness, Ishvara, in everybody, and in me and everybody, then I am nam pashyami. I am there for everybody. So this chakra is very, very important, pineal gland, to keep our pineal gland active. And this is a self-knowledge, deep focus. Many times people, some people, they say that they're due to age, losing of the memory and all that. But this is a chakra. If you do meditation right on your Bindu chakra, you will not have that problem. And now finally, I call it the top of the John Hancock building, which is in Chicago. This is the top of the floor. You go above. This has the 1,000 petals. It is called crown chakra, which is top of the head. And this is a seat of pure consciousness. When we are purified, all of our chakras are purified. No resentment, no complaints, no physical problem, no problems of lying, speaking truth, have no problem with vision. Then this is where we are totally pure. Our consciousness is pure. And we go that the pituitary gland, which is a master gland of all the glands, is functioning well, totally healthy. But if it is disorder, there are headache problems, mental illnesses, etc. But if it is working fine, if it is totally pure, if it is functioning, totally aligned with other chakras, then our intuitions, our spiritual connection, this is where, when we are connected, we get download the information from the top. And we experience Satchit Ananda. So this are the colors, our body, different colors, like this is, as I mentioned, this is a red, this is a green, yellow color, this is green, and there where you go top, higher and higher, and the colors keep changing, and then finally you get to the white color. So in summary, 7 doors to everlasting health, happiness, and peace, Satchit Ananda. So these are the 7 invisible energy centers, which uplifts us, which gives us self-awareness. These are actually the psychic centers. So you get a lot of messages, who you were in previous life and who you are connected with in this life, etc. And ultimately you experience Satchit Ananda. But how to balance these chakras if they are disordered? There are many ways to balance it. And the main thing is we have to keep balance in our life. In Gita, again, it says chapter 6, verse 16, Yukta ahar, yukta viharasya. We have to ahar, vihar, our action, our work, our sleep. Everything has to be balanced. And if it is not balanced, our chakras will get imbalanced. And as you can experience, if we do not have enough sleep, our mind does not work properly. But other way you can balance your chakras is also eating the proper meal, proper food, and eat all colors of food, from white, red, green, yellow, purple, like berries, strawberries, tomatoes, broccoli, carrots, yellow pumpkins, all these colors, because they all have an energy to give to that particular chakra. For healing that particular chakra, you can, if you want to heal your heart chakra, you should eat a lot more green vegetables. And then, of course, massages, yogas, meditation, and pranayam. And here are the chakras again with the different colors, with the locations. So these should be, and then here, so how to balance the energy? In summary, food, massages, yogas, asanas, pranayam, meditation, affirmations, and prayers. And we will talk about affirmations and prayers shortly, but this is mainly the best yoga for this is Surya Namaskara or sun salutation, because it balances all the energy, all the chakras. If you look at it, it just affects all the chakras. See, this one is working right here. So it's working on the Muladhara chakra. Here you see you're working on the heart chakra, and also on the 3rd chakra, 4th chakra, and 5th chakra. Here,
Have water with you. You need water. You need to, if you want to eat, you wash it. Then eat it.
No, okay. Can we wait
Huh?
that for a minute, please?
वो कहीं मिल जाएगा.
Okay, yeah, at the
मैंने
end,
भी
please.
जाना है.
Okay, so endocrine system, it just balance the. So what are the benefits? Benefits. Please mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself.
के बाद गाड़ी होगी. क्रिस्टिया की.
Please mute. Okay, so these are all the pituitary glands. And again, today the subject is more all the glands, but also the thymus and the immune system. Because right now, immune system is the one which is causing a lot of infections for corona and all those. So what are the benefits? Benefits of many, it's unlimited, but at the physical level, it helps our heart, all of our physiological systems, from endocrine, heart, nervous system, everything. And of course, from the mind and soul, again, it makes us worry-free, stress-free. And as I mentioned before, that ultimately, when they're balanced, we experience love, peace, Anandam. So one of the things people ask, what happens if we have some diseases which are coming from our parents, hereditary diseases? But by doing this, you can see this how this DNA, this is the DNA structure and this is the knowledge structure. It's very similar to it. Look at this. Both the Sushumna Nadi and Illa Nadi, Sushumna Illa, and all these three nadis are balanced in the center. So it heals even our DNA. So any mutancy in our DNA is with chakras balancing, it corrects that situation, it heals. So in summary, again, balancing the chakras gives us healthy body, heart filled with love, mind filled with peace, and we experience the ultimate Anandam. This is just a summary, so we already spoke about this. Ultimately, Shanti Anantaram, and ultimately the Shanti comes. And again, this is not a religious thing. It is for everybody because everybody has a chakras in them. So it is not based on the Hinduism or any, like when somebody goes to heart, have a problem with the heart and go to hospital, they never ask doctor whether you are Hindu or Muslim or Sikh or Isai or anybody. They just want to get their heart fixed. Similarly, they are not limited. Chakra balancing is not limited to anybody's religion because it's a part of our energy. So now we will start on the chakras meditation, but we will have a brief chakra. But I want to show you a little video here, which I have to, okay, stop sharing. Okay, let me just go and share this. Okay, okay, this way, you can, I just want to show you so you can find it on the YouTube, and we will be doing the Om. Okay, let me stop the voice. Okay. Okay. So you will see, we are going to do this meditation, but basically, let me see, somehow. Somehow I'm not been able to. But basically what you can see here, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So basically I'm just showing it here just with this. You can see it on the YouTube over there, but I just want to show you a little effect here. See how this energy, this chakras energy But we will go to our own meditation, but I just wanted to show you how the energy affects different energy. It heals the different chakras with Om energy. But you can watch the whole video. It is on YouTube, as I said, so you can. I have to get out now. Now I have to get it out here. I'm trying to figure it out how to. I think now I'm kind of a little bit lost here. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry. Okay, now I don't know how to stop that part. So now let's do the Om meditation now. So let's all sit straight. Very gently. Close your eyes. Samir, can you turn off this YouTube voice? I don't know how to do that. And it's overlapping.
No, we don't hear that.
You don't hear it?
No.
You're just hearing my voice?
Yes.
Good, good. Okay. So very gently close your eyes. Okay, okay. Let me just, there is something. Okay. So let's sit straight. Very gently close your eyes and focus on your breath and keep it your breath on your nostrils and take the breath inside. Travel with the breath all the way down to your stomach. balloon your tummy with the air and slowly I'm hearing that voice, which is kind of disturbing. So